Ladies and gentlemen, we present for your entertainment the Penthouse murder mystery. The curtain will swing back from a gigantic stage, bound only by the limits of your own imagination. Turn out the lights in your living rooms out there, and as you hear the voices of this wonderful cast of Hollywood talking picture stars come from the atmosphere, Jimmy Reagan will unfold for you a drama of the underworld that will carry you up and away into another existence in which the other half of humanity lives and breathes.
Slowly, majestically, the curtain swings back, and we are on the roof of a skyscraper, looking out over the millions of twinkling lights in the city below. High above the dust and roar of its streetcars, elevated railways, and honking auto traffic, yes, we are standing on the roof of a modern skyscraper, but it does not seem like a roof. Why, there stands a beautiful home, surrounded by a beautiful lawn, smooth as velvet, with shrubbery growing. Even small trees are planted here. Some millionaire has secluded himself among the clouds on the roof of this modern tribute to the combination of engineering skill and money. Much money. Lights in the house and the shadows of many people thrown against the blinds as they move about the rooms inside. The strains of music filter through to us as we stand here on the lawn. Someone throws open the French window. A beautifully gowned woman gazes into the night for a moment and is gone. Good. Now we can see the entire interior of the room. It is the dining room. Everyone is taking their places at the long table. What a jolly, happy gathering it is, and what a gloriously beautiful picture. The brilliantly colored evening gowns of the young ladies contrasting against the somber black and white of the evening clothes of the men. Let us draw closer, and perhaps we can overhear what that jolly group of young folks standing just inside the window are saying.
What was that explosion? Was that a gun?
Oh, no, Phyllis. Just one of your beastly American autos backfiring down in the street.
Oh, dear.
Oh, come, don't be nervous, dear. But, Phyllis, tell me, why have you done this thing? I'm quite stumped, you know.
Oh, now, Gerald, let's not talk about it, huh?
But, Phyllis, right out of a blue sky, you call us here and announce your engagement to this bloomin' chap, Rollins Eubank.
Uh-huh.
Why?
Well,
I thought that was all settled about you and me.
No, Gerald. Now, don't bring that up again, please. I love Rollins. I don't know, he's so different from the rest of you somehow.
Different?
Yes.
Quite so. I should say he is different.
Yeah, he is.
Why, you know he's nothing but an electrical engineer. A tradesman, so to speak.
Well?
And this job that he has just completed for your father is his first contract.
Well, I know that.
He isn't even established in the commercial world, you know, to say nothing of his family background. And you, one of the New England Morleys.
Stop it, Gerald, stop it. What do I care if half the crew in the Mayflower were my ancestors? That has nothing to do with my loving Rollins Eubank.
Well then, Phyllis, perhaps this little statement will have something to do with your loving him.
What do you mean?
Are you aware that his father was the gangster who was taken to the country by his own companions 5 years ago?
Oh.
And his bloomin' carcass left to rot in this ditch alongside the Pelham Bay Drive? Yes, it's a very nasty story. But it will make a much nastier story when the reporters of the tabloid newspapers get it. It will read something like this. Miss Phyllis Morley, popular young debutante of Boston society, marries the son of New York's late king of the underworld, Al Eubank, more notoriously known to the newspapers and to the public as the Fox.
Oh, you're just a fool and you're a stupid prig, Gerald Norton.
Oh, yes,
I shan't pay attention to what you say. I don't care. Listen. That sounds as if they stopped in the street below.
Oh, I see. Perhaps that was a pistol shot you heard.
Oh, dear.
Probably the jolly police are down in the street now, gathering up the bloomin' remains of another gangster. But on the spot, so to
Oh,
speak.
you stop it, Gerald. Stop it, I tell you. I shan't listen to your insulting, priggish babbling any longer. Now you just get out of here.
Oh, come on.
You go
Come on.
home. You've already ruined my evening.
Oh, but Phyllis, I couldn't help it. I can't help it, dear. I love you.
Oh, love, maybe I did.
What's the name of the law? Open the door.
Oh, that's the police.
Open the door, I tell you. Come on, Shelley. Open that door. All right, boys, all right. In with you. All right, Shelley, you stand over by the French windows. And don't you let anybody out of here, do you understand?
Okay, sir.
And Murphy, you stand by the door.
Right.
All right? Good. Now, some of you speak up and tell me where the murdered man is. Where's the body?
What do you mean, where's the body?
What body? What are you talking about, officer? What do you mean by bursting in here?
I should
This is a
say.
private reception. You can't burst in here like this.
I can I? Well, I did. And you lay off that funny business, me fine bucko? Who the devil are you, anyway? What's your name?
My name is Rollins Eubank. This young lady is my fiancée, Miss Phyllis Morley.
Yes.
This group of young folks you see here in the room are guests at a little reception to announce that Miss Morley has consented to be my wife. Now get
Now,
out.
just a moment, young man, just a moment. Who phoned for the cops? That's what I'd like to know. Somebody phoned that there'd been a murder committed here.
Murder, the idea.
Sure, I guess I ought to know. I took the call myself. And whoever it was said over the phone that it was Richard Morley that had been murdered.
Richard Morley murdered?
That's right, miss.
Why, that's my father. Oh, dear. My father's here at the reception with us. Father, listen, will you come and talk to the sergeant? He says
What's the matter, miss? What's happened?
Well, where is my father? Why, he was here just a moment ago. He was here in this very room. Well, where could he have gone?
Well, whoever phoned said that the body would be found in the study, miss.
Quick, open that door, somebody.
Now, wait, honey. All right, stand back. Don't get excited. None of you try to leave this room. Do you hear me? Don't jump around that door. Do you hear what I say to you? Murphy, come here quick. Get in there with the girl. Jerry and I'll take care of the crowd out here.
Okay, sir.
Well, who the devil turned out those lights? What the devil kind of a game is this? Turn on the lights, I tell you. Stand by. Stand still, every one of you. If you don't, I'll shoot. Quiet, I tell you. Murphy, Jerry, find that switch. Turn on the lights. Who the devil did that? Well, that's better now that I can see you. Stand just where you are and don't move. Not a single one of you. Do you hear? Now, who was close to the switch when the lights went out, Jerry?
No one, sir. I was standing by it myself, sir. And I didn't turn them out, nor I didn't turn them on again either, sir.
What's that? You mean to say they went out and went on by themselves?
Yes, sir. They must have, sir, or else they are controlled by some other switch besides this one, sir.
All right. We'll see about that later. Now go in and send the girl out here, and you stay in the study with the body, Murphy.
Yes, sir. Okay, Sergeant. Miss Morley, the sergeant wants you in the other room just a moment, please. Miss Morley. Miss Morley. Miss Morley. The girl is gone, sir. She's not in there,
What's
sir.
that? The girl is gone?
Yes, sir, and Mr. Morley's body is gone, too, sir.
The devil, the body is gone?
What's that you said, officer? Miss Morley is gone. She's not in there. She disappeared. Let loose of me.
All right.
Out of my way.
Hey, young man, hold on there, hold on. Quiet, stand back, I tell you. This is the affair for the police now. The law's in charge here. Who the devil turned on those lights again? Who's fooling with those lights? Hey, back with you, back, I say. Back, all of you. Stand by the wall and don't let anyone near the switch,
Do
Murphy.
what the sergeant says, man.
What's that noise in there? Quick, Jerry. Get in the study. Shoot to kill.
Right, sir. Someone has shut the door, sir. It's locked, sir. I can't get...
Bust it down, I tell you.
I can't get it down.
Shoot off the lock.
All right. I didn't get it yet, Sergeant.
Stand back and give me a chance at it.
All right. Attaboy, Sergeant. Now we got it. I've got it.
Take it easy, Murphy, before going in there. Reload your gun.
Friends of Radioland, we are sorry, but our few minutes on the air with you tonight is almost finished. The time has passed, as time has a habit of doing. But if you will return with us at the broadcasting of episode 2, perhaps we may learn where that maniacal laughter came from and what it meant. But before we leave you, I'd like to have you hear a few words from an old friend of yours who needs no introduction to any motion picture fan. One of the famous 3 Inch brothers. The eldest brother, in fact. All right,
Wait
John.
a minute, Jimmy,
All right,
please.
John. All right. You speak for yourself.
Thank you, Jimmy, for the opportunity to talk about myself. But I'd rather talk about our lovely little leading lady, whose voice has charmed millions for years on the Collier Hour and other national broadcasting programs, and whom you've seen on the screen and on Broadway, in White Cargo, This Thing Called Love, and many other New York successes. Miss Isabel Dawn. We all love Miss Isabel up here.
Oh, that's awfully sweet of you, Mr. Innes, to say that about me, but, well, speaking of love, well, I'd like for them all to meet my big moment. I mean, that's just my air love, my fiancé. Oh, but he's only my microphone fiancé, you see. And he's really so charming. He's a young man who's one of Hollywood's best-looking picture stars. And believe me, that's the truth. His last name is internationally known. And his first name, well, he certainly rushed me into this affair.
Say, Isabel, I thought you were a lady in distress instead of a comedienne. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Rush Hughes, Rollins Eubank to you, and I'm going to return good for evil and have you meet my rival up here in the Penthouse, Hal Radis, Gerald Norton in the play. You will soon see and hear Hal in your own theater in new talking picture successes.
Thank you, Rush. You're a very gracious rival. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to introduce our director, Jimmy Reagan, the man who is responsible for all the dirty work at the crossroads, the man whose pen thrills you and chills you and leaves you up in the air. We're all up in the air here in the Penthouse, and it's Jimmy Reagan's fault. We've all worked for many directors, but never, I believe, for one that we liked and admired quite as much as our own Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy, come on over here and step out of that green light and meet your public.
Thanks, Al. Friends, I hope you like the cast and the production so well that you will write or telephone the radio station, because, after all, that is the only kind of applause they get and that we get. And an artist's spirits rise and fall with the volume of the applause. And so, until episode 2, we bid you.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Miss Puff, hasta luego.
Oh, good night. Oh, there it is again.